It's been over a decade since the Guam Memorial Hospital adjusted its rates, and because of this, the hospital is not receiving the proper Medicare reimbursement. As we reported, GMH is now attempting to have their rates be reflective of current national standards. CFO Benita Manglotnia.
About 400 charge items that are below Medicare rate, and as we all understand that the Medicare rate for any hospital that charges below Medicare rate is not a good thing.
According to Manglotnia, if the hospital's fees for a procedure are $100 and the ambulatory payment classification rate is $500, GMH would only be able to be reimbursed for 92% of the $100 versus the Medicare allowed rate.
So the hospital is losing a lot of money by not charging that rate. And we use the Medicare APC as a benchmark to arrive to use for GMH's rates, because Medicare has a very complicated formula that it derives from looking at all charges across the states, in all the hospitals in the states.
While the hospital does have the authority to implement a 5% annual increase to its fees, the rates proposed by the hospital exceed that. In fact, some of the proposed fees are increased by over 500%. For example, X-ray aorta leg arteries currently costs $50. The new rate proposed is $2,560.42. Increases such as this have private insurance companies like Cavill Select Care worried. Plan Administrator Frank Campillo.
So all I'm saying is that when you raise things, I'm not saying not to, just be cautious, because I see some things in here that are 300%, 500%, 5,000%. So there are things that can shock the system a little bit, and then you end up with having people less insured population and consequently increasing your receivables.
But that's not all. Also of concern is that GMH intends to raise the fees all at once.
Like the water system, you cannot just increase from A to Z without damaging the entire system. And the problem with the hospital today is that you have a lot of non-payers. That's what the biggest problem is.
While Manglotnia admits that self-pay clients do contribute to the financial distress at the hospital, she contends that they only make up 25%.
When we studied this increase and we look at the utilization, more than half of this it's all Medicare, MIP, and Medicaid, where we get paid a percentage, and then the insurance is only like 1/4 or maybe 1/3 of it, and then the rest are self-pay and all the other providers.
Manglotnia adds they are aggressively going after non-payers, making efforts to get them to pay their bills. But like Campillo, representatives from local insurance companies are concerned that third-party insurance companies will be left to bear the brunt of the fee increase, which will force them to pass it to the consumer, creating, quote, a dead spiral, end quote. Manglotnia says the information gathered at the public hearing will be compiled and presented to the legislature for final approval. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jolene Toves.